Guys, so let's begin with our new practice session. Today we'll be doing some Excel operations. So this is our Excel sheet which is having column A and column B, both are having values. So what we need to do, our task is to add all the values of column A with column B, and we will keep the results still set in column C. So let's start. So first of all, I will start with a flow chart. Let's drag and drop here. Then inside a flow chart, I will start with a sequence. Inside the sequence activity, first we need to open the Excel application, Excel sheet. So for that, we will be using Excel application scope activity. Let me open that Excel sheet which is present in my UIPATH location, and with the name sums. I have opened my Excel sheet. Now then read the Excel sheet. So let's drag and drop a read range activity. Before that, it's more important, we need to check if the Excel is having header or not. Since my Excel sheet is not having any header, I will be unchecking this option, add headers. Now second and most important thing is to read the data range into a data table. So that would be sums data. Let me create one more data table. After that, we have to iterate through all the row of a data table. So for each row in a data table, what we need to do is, our data table name is sumdt. So we will be reading the row item first. Row. So here the most important thing, we have to mention the column index and column name. Here the column index, there is no column name. I'll be mentioning the column index, which is 0. It should start with 0. And the value, let me store it in column A variable. Similarly, let's drag and drop column get row item, and similarly we'll be doing the same for the column B, which is of index 1, and I'll be storing the variable in column B. So this is now done. Next step is, we'll be doing our sum operation. So for that, let me do column A plus column B, where we will store the value. For that, I'll be creating one more variable, sum C. So column A plus column B, we are saving it in another variable, column C. So what's our next step? Our next step is, we'll be writing it to column C. So for that, I have drag and drop or right cell activity. Since it is a single cell activity, I have dragged and drop a right cell activity. This is our sum C, and it must be always C, since it should iterate through all the column row numbers, which is from C1 to C11. So here the most trickiest part is, let me add a counter variable here. It should be an integer. Let me make it sequence counter, should be 1 initially. So now what needs to be done? Let me assign the counter variable counter as counter plus 1, and one modification what we need to do is plus counter dot to string. We have developed our code. Let me connect it to start node and run it. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it should work fine. Yeah, it's working fine, and you can see it has written all the results as expected. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.